In this episode of FTD Facts, we're taking a closer look into the military power of Bangladesh. We're going to be taking a look at where Bangladesh's military ranks on a global scale, as well as how their military is divided up as they serve their country. Welcome, my name is Leroy Kenton. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of FTD Facts. Now, before you continue, just go ahead and hit that like button on this video if you want to see more videos about Bangladesh. And before we get into Bangladesh's military power, I gotta share with you again, my new channel, FTD Speaks. The link to that is down below. We are launching this week, so you want to go over there because the videos are going to be super interesting. We're going to be talking about religion, spirituality, just how the mind works, the whole world of metaphysics and everything. It's just going to be some great videos with great conversations. So I really want to see all of you over there, and I'll be sharing my experience as well. It's going to be a lot more of a personal channel. So again, the link to that is down below, and stay tuned for more videos over there. But if this is your first time watching FTD Facts, you want to subscribe over here too, as well as hit that bell notification so you don't miss any videos like this. All right, so I've spoken enough. Let's take a look at the military power of Bangladesh. So right off the bat, Bangladesh ranks 45 on the global scale in terms of military power, and their military is broken up into 3 different service branches. We have the Bangladesh Army, as well as the Bangladesh Navy, and the Bangladesh Air Force. And now the headquarters of the Bangladeshi military is at Dhaka Cantonment, and their motto is "Ever high is my head." So the president of Bangladesh is the commander-in-chief of the Bangladeshi military, and the Armed Forces Division, or the AFD, is the main administrative organization. Now, one thing to note is that the Ministry of Defense, or the MOD, doesn't exercise any authority whatsoever over the entire armed forces. And by the way, armed forces or military, those words can be used interchangeably. Now, there is something in Bangladesh called the Armed Forces Day, and that's observed on November 21st. The official functions for this are held at the Bangabhaban, as well as the Armed Forces Division headquarters, Dhaka Cantonment, and at every single military installation around the country of Bangladesh. So now let's take a closer look into the specifics of the military power of Bangladesh. And now we'll find that in terms of overall military power, as I mentioned, Bangladesh ranks 45th in the entire world. So now when we look at their manpower, we see that Bangladesh has a total available manpower of 78,913,289. With that said, they have a total military personnel of 160,000. And all of those 160,000 military personnel are active personnel. However, Bangladesh doesn't have any personnel in reserve. Now, moving up into the air, let's take a look at their air power. So the Bangladeshi Air Force was put together on September 28th, 1971. And what they do is they provide air support for the country of Bangladesh. They support their army as well as their navy, of course. And the Bangladeshi Air Force has begun a process of setting up an advanced fighter pilot training unit, and it's been named 105 Advanced Jet Training Unit. And since the year 2010, Bangladesh has been aggressively purchasing new aircraft and are upgrading aircraft like their MiG-29 fleet. Now, the total aircraft strength of Bangladesh is 175. They have 45 fighter aircraft as well as 45 attack aircraft. Their transport aircraft total sits at 12. In their possession, they have 57 trainer aircraft as well as a total helicopter strength of 59. And they don't have any attack helicopters though. So now when we assess the land power, so the control and operations are administered by the Department of the Army of the Armed Forces Division. In addition to its main mission, the Bangladeshi Army is really obligated to assist the civilian government, specifically during times of national emergency. So now when you break things down into specifics, the Bangladeshi military has 340 combat tanks, 521 armored fighting vehicles, 18 self-propelled artillery, as well as 340 towed artillery, and 36 rocket projectors. Before I continue, if you enjoy military episodes like this, you gotta check out our playlist of military videos. So we look at the different countries and examine their military powers, as well as we go into specifics of the armies, the navies, special forces, etc. I'll link to the playlist in the card section, as well as I'll have the link down below in the video description and also at the end of this episode. Now I want to move on to the naval power of Bangladesh's military. So their Navy's motto is, "In war and peace, invincible at sea." The Bangladeshi Navy is responsible for Bangladesh's maritime area and the defense of important harbors, as well as economic zones and military bases in Bangladesh. The Navy also does a lot of frontline disaster management, as well as international humanitarian work, so they have their hands full. Now, in terms of naval assets, Bangladesh has 89. They don't have any aircraft carriers. However, they have 6 frigates, 6 corvettes, no destroyers, however, and they have 2 submarines in their possession, as well as 26 patrol vessels, and their mine warfare sits at a total of 4. Now, the Bangladeshi Armed Force also has a Bangladesh Coast Guard for maritime law enforcement, as well as they have their border guards, which is the oldest uniformed force in Bangladesh. Now, the border guards are a paramilitary force that's under the Ministry of Home Affairs, and its officers are transferred from the Bangladesh Navy. So they're not just recruiting any random people to join in, they are looking for the real deal. That's why they take from the Navy only. So Bangladesh funds all of their military activity with a total defense budget of $1.59 billion US. Now, the modern history of Bangladesh's military really began its inception on the night of March 25th, 1971. So this day was when Pakistan, they launched an attack named Operation Searchlight. So the Bangladeshi forces had to be organized for the War of Independence in the year 1971 under 11 sectors and into 3 brigade-sized commands, which ultimately only one being fully operational and organized, and that was the Z Force. Now, Bangladesh has made a long-term modernization plan for its armed forces, and they named it Forces Gold 2013. And this plan is huge. I mean, it's elaborate, and what they plan to do is completely modernize and expand all of their military equipment and infrastructure, and they want to provide advanced training. So like I mentioned, they're providing advanced Air Force training and all of that, but like they're really extending this to their entire military. So in a nutshell, the Bangladesh military is just getting started. So that was your brief look into the military power of Bangladesh and some of the things that they have planned for their military as they continue to expand. As always, leave your thoughts and comments down below about anything that I shared in this episode or any other new information that you want to share. Join in on the conversation below. And don't forget, subscribe to my new channel, FTD Speaks. I'll have that link below in the video description as well. And be sure to check out our playlist of other military episodes where we dive into other countries and we examine their military power. We see where they rank on the global scale. We also have playlists on more videos about Bangladesh, so tune into those. I'll have those below in the video description as well, in the card section, as well as the end of this episode that's coming up right now. So yeah, I think that is everything that I want to share with you in this episode. Did I mention my social media? Yeah, those links are below in the video description. The video description has a lot of stuff down there, and for sure you're gonna find something that's gonna be interesting to you. All right, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. My name is Leroy Kenton. Thank you so much for watching and learning here with me on FTD Facts, and I can't wait to see you in another episode. Hey everybody, so here are the playlists that I was talking about where you can learn more about the different military powers around the world, as well as videos about Bangladesh, so you can keep expanding your knowledge about this amazing country. And be sure to continue to tune into FTD Facts every single day for more educational episodes.